The Asics secret shoe now has a name. Let's review the Asics Nimbus 25. Hey everyone and welcome back on the channel. My name is Alex and in today's video we are reviewing the Asics Nimbus 25. This is a shoe that you certainly saw on social media if you're following us on Instagram, for instance, or other shoe reviewers. This shoe was named the secret shoe for a long time. We saw it in Austin, Texas. And now, yes, we can say that this is the Asics Gel Nimbus 25, the 25th edition of Asics' most popular daily trainer. This shoe was sent to us by Asics for the Tokyo Marathon series. If you haven't checked episode 1, here, upper right hand corner. But this video is not sponsored by Asics. Asics is not previewing it. And so I'm, as always, transparent and unbiased for this review, despite this shoe being used in the Tokyo series sponsored by Asics. Let's go to the specs directly. The weight of the shoe, 305 grams in my size US 11 EU 45. This is an average weight for a daily trainer, slightly below average if we are considering the stack height, 30 in the heel, 22 in the forefoot. That's Asics measurements without the insole. If you add the insole, 6 millimeters, 5-6 millimeters, you get that 36 millimeters of stack height in the heel, 28 in the forefoot, making it almost a max cushion maximized shoe. It is a maximized shoe, I would say, in terms of stack height. Therefore, the weight is really reasonable for that amount of foam you have underfoot. Geometry scores, we're looking at two different elements in the midsole. Only one that I could measure on the outside, and essentially the main part of the midsole is a Flight Foam Blast Plus compound, so EVA plus olefin block compound from Asics. The same you could find, for instance, on the Novablast 3, so a very, modern type of compound measured here at 31, so very similar measurement to the Novablast 3. If you want to compare geometry scores, you can go on our website, metaendurance.com, on the Shoe Super tool, and you can select different shoes. This one, the Novablast 3, the Superblast, or the Nusat Tri 14 from Asics, and compare them and see how this geometry score ranks against other shoes that you're familiar with. Width of the platform, it's especially wide in the forefoot, making it a very, very nice platform to push and for your toe off. So very nice here, which is a good segue for the fit. That wide platform in the forefoot translates in a rather wide toe box. Generous in terms of volume, not the most generous, but certainly not snug, certainly not constricted by any means. Very nice here. It's a true to size fit, no doubt. And looking at this fit, the main and nicest part is the heel. Excellent, very, very, very padded heel here, that huge bolster of padding, making it almost difficult to put your foot in the shoe, and you need to use that tab to, to pull on it and help your foot insert in the shoe. Once you're in, you're really locked down. One of the best heel cups in terms of padding and lockdown here from Asics, very nice. One element about the upper that I don't like though is the tongue. It's a stretchy tongue reminding me of the Nimbus 24, Nimbus Light 3 tongues. I'm not a huge fan. I would like something a bit more padded, not necessarily stretchy. That being said, the lockdown is also good in the midfoot. It's a semi-gusseted tongue. So, good lockdown. My personal preference would be to switch this tongue for something else. But overall, upper is very comfortable. That's the first sensation I had. And you can see it in episode 1 of the Tokyo series. Lots of comfort when you step in. The upper material is very pleasant against your foot. So that's something, very nice for a daily trainer in which you're supposed to spend most of your time running at easy recovery endurance paces. And that's what this shoe is made for. And I think 65% of the upper is recycled. That's for the green part here, and that's good. I'm happy with 65% of an upper being recycled. I would love to have 100% recycled, but again, small steps, and we're going in that right direction of having a bit more sustainable shoes. 25% of the midsole is recycled as well, at least 24% of the Flight Foam Blast Plus compound of the midsole. And let's go directly into the midsole. So you understood one of the main elements is Flight Foam Blast Plus, EVA plus olefin block compound from Asics. And you have one key different element in this shoe compared to the 24 and compared to many other Nimbus shoes. The traditional gel disappears. Here you have pure gel, which is an insert here in the heel, at the core of the heel. It's very, very soft and way softer than the traditional gel. No medial posting whatsoever here on the shoe. And that gel provides you with a very pillowy, mushy, soft cushion in the heel. This shoe is definitely designed for heel strikers, heel to midfoot strikers, and that's where you can get all of that pure gel plus Fly Foam Blast Plus combination combo in the heel and take the whole advantage of that shoe. The good thing, for me at least, compared to the 24, is that you are not bottoming out as much as I used to. I am not bottoming out as much as I used to in this shoe compared to the 24, especially in the heel. The transition is not super snappy, it's not the fastest transition from heel to toe. It's really made to go here with your heel to midfoot, and stay here for a bit, so easier paces for me. That's how I like this shoe, and that's how it feels the best. I am not really forefoot striking at the moment because of the injury I had here in my forefoot on the right foot. I know that I'm leaning more towards the heel and the midfoot in all shoes, but in this shoe it makes sense because it's really designed for that, and I can feel it when running. So if you're a totally forefoot striker, I'm not sure how it would work, and maybe if your easier paces are not as much forefoot striking as your faster paces, you're going more towards the heel, this could work. For me, this shoe is definitely an easy recovery endurance pace type of shoe. Anything tempo, up tempo, intervals, and so on, it's not for me. I can see many people using it for a whole range of paces and even racing in it, their first marathon, for instance, 100%. However, for me, it stops at endurance. And if you want to know exactly how I use all the Asics shoes in my shoe rotation, stay tuned, because one of the episodes of the Tokyo series will be about that, how I use this shoe and the others combined together in my shoe rotation for the Tokyo Marathon. And not only Asics, but other brands, and for the purposes of the Tokyo series, of course, Asics shoes. How it compares against other Asics shoes, that's something I wanted to mention here. It's less bouncy than, for instance, Novablast, less snappy, less versatile than Nusa Tri, but way, way more cushioned. Again, that pillow of deep cushion, soft cushion, especially in the heel. And it will compare against the likes of Invincible, more V4, a bit less, let's say, up-tempo and a bit less fun, but comparing against the SC Trainer, for instance, is another shoe you can compare against. All those max cushion shoes, this is one of them, and it's a good statement by Asics, to be honest, especially coming from 24 and other Gel Nimbus shoes. This is a huge step forward in that traditional with a bit of fun daily trainer. So good job, Asics. Another drawback I have in this shoe is the outsole, AHR Plus outsole. It's not super grippy, however, it will be quite durable. It's quite a thick layer of rubber here, and the durability will be good despite some Fly Foam Blast Plus being exposed here in the center, in the middle. All the main wear zones are covered with rubber, and the shoe will be durable. I believe 600 kilometers is the minimum amount you can get out of this shoe, unless you're, maybe a bit heavier and you compress the foam a bit faster. Otherwise, I think this shoe can be taken really, far beyond 600 kilometers, 400 or 500 miles, no problem. Price point, and that's another drawback, 200 euros, $200. It's a tiny bit too much, in my opinion, for what it delivers and for where I place it in my shoe rotation. If it's, your only shoe and it's your all-rounder, you do everything in it, you will race in it, why not? Especially if the durability is really where I believe it will be. But for me and for people having several shoes in their rotation, it's maybe worth waiting a bit and having Asics coming up with a discount on this shoe, for instance. That's at least one of the drawbacks I have. I don't have a ton of drawbacks because it's a very solid ride, a very solid shoe. A few drawbacks for me: the tongue, maybe the inability to go beyond endurance pace for me, the lack of grip or the not so great grip in the outsole, and the price point. That's the drawbacks I have for this shoe. Positives: lots of cushion in the heel, new pure gel combined with Fly Foam Blast Plus works well, and it compares against some very solid shoes out there. Again, Invincible, More V4 and so on. So that's quite nice. The fit is very good, the comfort is very good, so that's on the positive side. I hope you enjoyed this review, and yeah, if you want to see more about the Tokyo series, I will put a link to the playlist somewhere here. If you want to subscribe, you can hit here somewhere down below the bottom. It helps the channel 100%. Thanks for doing it. Enjoy your run today, enjoy your ride, and go beyond your limits. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.